How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today, yeah, got quite a few more things done on Sandswept. First thing I wanted to do was build, it's kind of like a big fat bridge across a valley that will help connect my desert base, essentially with more roads built, over to my river base. So there's the bridge I'm going to do. I think it was 20 sections long, 15 concrete, so I think that's the maximum span you can do. Yeah, there's just kind of this valley here, and there's no real direct way across, and even like the roads you can see in the background, they're pretty steep and all the rest of it. This just makes life a lot easier, really. I can sort of fly out my, desert garage, cut across here. I've laid some more roads over to that little village that's called like El Amir or something. And then from there I built roads yesterday that kind of connect back to my river base. Possible thumbnail, pretty nice one actually. I think I went for a craning thing jumping in the air. Yeah, that's just while I was going around. To be honest, this thing does my head in, the bloody road paver. Gets stuck on so many things, it's a pain in the ass. These are the roads I did. I did a few kind of needless roads going south, I suppose. But the main one was, yeah, that bridge, and then doing a road carrying on. I can also loop around to the kind of coast road if I want. But yeah, it connects me through that Elamir to this road, across the bridge that I've already built that was kind of half there anyway. Yeah, over to my river base, just makes things a little bit smoother. So for a mission, activate the power substation near the port. It's pretty simple. I need 5 steel beams. So first thing I needed to do was get more steel beams. This is what I was saying yesterday or something, was you may as well just make like 10, 20 steel beams. There seems to be loads of scrap all around here for the steel beams factory and the steel pipes factory. Yeah, I took the warden there and was just dragging them over. Seems easier than like having to load them all up and drive them back to a base. And then you see in the background it loaded up like double stacked the steel beams, and it was letting me winch to the bottom one, which was like the high stakes steel beams delivery. It's like, oh, is it going to fall off or not? Yes. Halved my workload. One more go. 2 for 2. 4 for 2 really, that's the good thing about it. You had to drag 2 beams and cashed in 4. Yeah, wiggling around, but it made it. Job's a good one, pretty happy with myself. Good victory horn. Yeah, so now I've got that done. I'm back at the river base. 5 steel beams. And then, yeah, it looks pretty simple. However, if you go round that way, you can only partially get through the gate. I was just when I was searching for clouds and uncovering the map the other day, I rammed into the gate. There's like a pylon that's fell and it's blocking the gate. So I did consider just going straight forward and jumping off the rocks down there, but if not, there was like the path around. The reason I went for the path around in the end, I cut it out because the video was a bit long. I was going to go for like a running jump, but yeah, I use the term running loosely because this thing was so bloody slow. I just knew it wouldn't even be fun, or it'd just dribble off the cliff, get stuck on the tiniest little rock, and then won't make it into the section I'm trying to jump into, so I may as well just call it quit while I'm ahead. Quitting and quitting while you're ahead. 2 different things. Yeah, bit of a slow crawl around here. Even a tractor tried to stop me. The good thing though, once you get this, well, I'd say good thing, once you get this one done, it electrifies this place. It becomes like a big, you know, purpley circle that you can connect electric to, which I've not had to do any missions for that so far, but I assume that's going to come in handy in the future. Kelly's back.
Will be able to function, and that will help a lot. So please give this your best effort, or your normal effort, as you're always on top of things.
It's confirmed. Kelly likes missionary. See how whoever made these little steel the concrete slabs you got to reverse up. They made the first one angled, so you just nicely reverse up it. It's little details like that I like. So whoever did that, good call. Yeah, so doing that fixes the pylon. And now you can get through the gate and all the rest of it, so I decided to go over there and just ram it doubly open. There's a big dented up thing, whatever they're called. And then I saw those yellow doors and I thought, there's bound to be a AI route. Looked in the top right, yeah. It's not very far to go from your river base, basically. And then following the road. I believe I built this road yesterday, and it, I don't know, was kind of surplus to requirements. Like, it wasn't a game-sanctioned road. So it was pretty plain sailing for me. It was A's opposite sentence as well. But they made it. But yeah, that road that I kind of went along, I believe I had to clear a load of rocks out of the way. And obviously I laid a road and all the rest of it. So you might have to do a little bit of a touching up down there if you haven't done anything so far. But yeah, for me, they just got straight there. No, it wasn't really part of the mission, but I saw the clouds in the top corner, and it was just, I kind of keep chipping away at them. Had no idea this was over here. When I got here, I was like, ooh. I was only looking down, not even looking what's down there. I was like, right, where's my landing spot? That's all I need to know. Got a nice little run up. This isn't the fastest, the Malamute is faster, but thought we're going for a jump. Go and explore what's down there. Well, assuming the landing goes well, which is questionable. Did a few roly-polies. Landed on my side. Not too good. But I was thinking, like, oh, there's trees around. Engine stalled, but the nice thing, what I like about this with exploring, is because when you turn, it turns the actual axles. It jiggled it around to where I could fire the engine up. But, I mean, look, you winch to full trees. It pulls them over and drags them towards me. It doesn't even, like, move my vehicle, like, an inch or two. I'm not caught on the tree or anything. It's just the trees fall a bit too easily in this game. You don't really get much chance to use them for the purposes of winching to. Yeah, I've got to deliver an object, a pump, and then fix these 3 pipes. And my mule, I was kind of back where I just fixed that power station. This was back at the top of the hill. I figured I'd wear it on my head because I'm going to put 3 pipes in my sideboard. That's what she said. And then yeah, for this one, I already kind of figured I'd need a crane because some of the pipes look, I don't know, out of reach for like the mule crane. But first, yeah, dropping this pump off to this little random shack in the middle of nowhere. I already knew for some reason it was going too well. It's like things were too quiet. I was like, ah, for God's sake. Knew it was going too smoothly. Dial 999, like, hello, can I have a police crane immediately? On the way. Blue lights are flashing. The dust storm is approaching. Yeah, that's one thing with this crane. I like almost everything about this crane, but it gets its chin stuck. Well, actually, there's 2 things. One, it gets its chin stuck too much. At this point, I kind of figured I was just about close enough. Instead of just right in the mule, I may as well kind of park this halfway between the 2. See if I can yoink the pipe out of I've kind of got it pinned down to the mule with a crane, but thankfully popped right out of there. Step 1 done. And then yeah, this is the other area where this crane just lets itself down. And even though the crane legs are in sand or whatever, it doesn't really make any difference. Tried to lift this thing up. It managed at least to flip it back to its wheels, but it can't lift it. It's apparently too heavy. It's supposed to be some, like, the biggest crane in the game, longest boom arm, whatever it is. And yeah, it's just making the crane wheelie. And it's a bit annoying, really, because I know some people have said, like, you have to get it on flat ground and all the rest of it, but it's never going to be that case in this game, because it's an off-roading game, and it's places like, well, this isn't even that bad in the scheme of things, but you're going to fall off on awkward places. And yeah, maybe there is, like, a maximum limit. You don't always, like, people have said about cranes don't necessarily hold their maximum limit at full stretch, which I get. When I used to do landscaping, we'd get like slabs and ton bags of sand and all sorts dropped off that we'd try and be like, can you get it a bit closer? And sometimes they're like, no, weight limit of the crane and all that. But this is a game, I just want to pick some bloody things up without cranes wheeling and all the rest of it. I don't think it's too much to ask. Like, in real life, if you came across that problem, you go, okay, get a bigger crane. But in this game, I can't. This is the biggest crane. And it just never lifts anything, other than small things, which stuff like the mule and that can lift anyway. But yeah, I want to be lifting, like, other vehicles without having to retract the crane fully in and all the rest of it. Just to get the bloody thing off the ground. Started getting stuck here. One thing I do like, though, is the crane legs. Once they eject, it's there's not a lot that's stopping them. They've got a nice wide reach as well, so once you're tipping like that, it kind of shoves you over, so if you're stuck on something in particular, like, it will kind of jump you over the section. But yeah, as you can see, it's just catching its chin everywhere now. I appreciate it's got a mule on its roof, but, you know, if I was picking something up with a crane that was dangling off the front, there'd be a lot of weight over the front as well. Thankfully, I've kind of got this paved. It's actually, weirdly enough, it drove up this hill better. But when I got to the top, it started getting stuck again. I think because the hill's steep enough, it's almost... the mule weight isn't, like, pushing the front suspension down enough to catch the chin all the time. You can see the first pipe to the left of the screen that I've got to fix. It appears there isn't, like, a scrap broken one in the way. Yeah, just getting caught all the time. What I did notice that was weird, I picked this up. You see how the winch points have gone like front, back, side to side? Normally it does all four corners like there. I shouldn't have let go. It was nice how it flung it around, but I let go too soon. Yeah, got that back to its wheels though. In the end, I just took a pipe off the mule. Thought, as this was already kind of in the way and everything anyway, thought it'd be quicker just to reverse this thing. It looks like there's a little sort of ledge lower down that maybe if you really push your luck you could get a mule close enough, but I think it's worth just bringing a big crane, to be honest. The other two pipes, to be fair, I should imagine are pretty doable with just the mule. This one in particular, though, might be a bit of an awkward sod. Thankfully, that actually took and it got it. And then, yeah, next one, weaving through the buildings. Nice bit of reverse in there, thread the needle. Finally, I'm usually terrible, especially at reversing bloody trailers in this game. And then yeah, with this one, I was trying to see if it would, I don't know if that was the best drop, but that broken pipe is kind of half in the way anyway, so I don't even know if it would, even if I dropped it perfectly, I think you probably have to throw that one out of the way first. Because then yeah, I barely touched it then and it kind of went into place, that's what she said. And then yeah, I grabbed the last pipe off the mule, just moved that out of the way so I could get out of here. I don't even think I hit anything then, I think that was my chin catching again. And then, yeah, it's a little drive, nothing too crazy. A bit too eager on the steering there. Didn't snap back as quick as I was hoping. See, like now, I've only got a pipe on the roof, and it again, chin, and more chin. They just need to smooth it out. I don't mind hitting my chin, but it's the way this game, it's like immovable hitbox kind of thing, where it just, when it digs in, there is no, I don't know, you don't dig a bit of the ground out, you just stop dead, as if like, yeah, it's an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. It doesn't go too well. Yeah, got that one in. Again, it makes you go to the menu just to click confirm. I don't really know why, because it's not like you're trading resources or anything at that point. But yeah, that's done. Oh, I'm up to level 19 now. It doesn't matter as much, to be fair, because they lowered the level of the vehicles. I think by the time I was level 18 I had everything unlocked. Another one, just a quick one I wanted to do, was a road right near the base really. I think I've had this mission for a while, I just keep ignoring it since I don't really need it. I decided to bring a few older vehicles out because I already had some of the other newer, fancier stuff deployed anyway. And to save a bit of actual fuel, like I drove them down here on my own. I wasn't sure if this, I don't know, this thing, L34 with a plough blade thing on it, so they call them all the bloody L34 anyway. So I sent the Taiga. I realised like it won't let you send this as an AI vehicle still. They've added sand flattening mode to it, but yeah, it doesn't register as a vehicle that the AI will drive. So before bringing some of the vehicles, I figured I'd test it. Sent the Taiga, and you just notice there, the Taiga actually leaves a little gap of sand. I'm not 100% sure why. I don't know if it's because there's not a sand quarry nearby and it ran out of sand and then refilled itself. Thankfully, and it's possibly because I'm driving this manually and not as AI, and this has got a nice wide dozer blade thing on, which is part of the reason I wanted to bring it. I think it ended up dragging in enough sand to fill that gap in, and then it like reconnected up with the other pile of sand. So yeah, just beware of that, especially if you send like an AI vehicle. Again, I'm not sure if it's to do with the radius. Normally the AI routes tend to just do the road with sand, whether you've got, you know, the Taiga or the bike or whatever. I was just testing out the notion of like, could you flatten out some of these sand dunes with a roller? It don't really matter about this one, but there is certain places you lay a road where it might help. But yeah, gets so easily stuck with the front roller. The entire bloody steamroller's shaking its ass around. Yeah, and that was it. I just kind of got stuck for a while. So this is why I wouldn't do good employed in this type of thing. Boss turn up, like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, oh, sorry, I was shaking the steamroller's ass. What's it look like? Next mission, fixing the pipes, running up, I suppose the right hand, north of the desert base again. And for that I needed a few more steel pipes. Using this Kraylin, dragging a few things over there, and then I actually didn't realise, but I unlocked an achievement. Well, I realised that, but I didn't realise it was an achievement. While I was grabbing some scrap from next to this red thing, I saw like a little ramp off the end of here, and I kind of figured, cool, it'll be a good jump, I'm going to do it regardless. Yeah, didn't even enter my head that it might be an achievement. But as I landed, I heard the little noise. Oh, it's the Wilhelm scream one. Okay, that's that one done then. Yeah, and I landed and I rolled on my roof, but it rolled back to its tracks pretty damn easily. I'm not saying it's impossible to get this stuck on its roof, but it does appear that it rolls back very easily. Yeah, I brought the warden again and dragged some pipes over to that just to save trotting them around all over the place. That's the making of a thumbnail. You can see my bridge in the back on the left. Nailed it. Yeah, I mean, for science, of course. Again, like, it tips now and there, I would say, you know, most vehicles would stay on their roof, whereas this thing actually does carry on rolling over. But I'm sure if you get it at the wrong place and you roll over halfway and propped up against rocks and whatnot, I had to go and do it again. For science, of course. It's because it was sunnier this time. Figured I'd give it a go. But you see, again, good chance to test the rolling capabilities. 3 out of 3, I landed back on my tracks pretty damn easily, so at least that's one good thing about it. Yeah, so grabbed 3 pipes with a mule. There's my road to the right hand side of the screen that I just built, but this was one I built the other day that just, I figured, makes more sense. I've not rolled any of them. It took so bloody long paving them all. I was half tempted not even to pave them, but when I was like panning out over the map, you couldn't really see the roads I'd built because they all kind of blend in with the colour of the map. So then I figured, sod it, I'll pave them so they actually show up. Yeah, 3 different sections fixed, pretty simple. Number 1, number 2 didn't go quite as well. Knocked the pipe out of the way, but it didn't take me new pipe. Oh yeah, it didn't have quite enough reach. I was like, no. Give it a good old swing, get that momentum going. Nailed it. I'm professional. And then the third one, I reckon you're just best off ripping the old pipe out, because I don't think, even when you drop the new pipe, it'll automatically knock the old one out of the way, but I don't think there's enough room underneath for it, like, it'd have room to add itself in. So that one done, and then you have to do a little AI route, which I used, yeah, again, that road that I've kind of built that's a little bit sketchy and rough, but it gets the job done. Sends A's off to that one. Again, I didn't have any issue because I've kind of built that road directly there, so it was all pretty smooth sailing. I forgot, I was just looking around at other stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to kind of watch the vehicles while they complete the objective.
You're not gonna believe this, but I've got some more pipe-related business for you to sort out. This pump station needs your help in getting a replacement pump. We already delivered it to the oil station, but crossing the river is a bit too much for the common convoy. Could you take care of it? Shouldn't be any problem with your skills. Oh, and bonus points, you can deliver fuel to the desert base. The semi-truck is full of it.
Semi-truck is full of it. What's it talking shit for? Yeah, gotta drive this back to the desert base. At this point, I was thinking, like, that road that's very direct that I've built, I like my road, but I wasn't trusting this thing to make it. But the road it just made me build was kind of just cutting across here, so I figured, right, I'll take this route. What could possibly go wrong? I kind of figured this thing just wheel spins so easily that if I went along my route, just for the fact, the steepness of my route, it would moan. And I haven't rolled my route, but I don't even think that would make much difference. Yeah, understeers, I noticed that with the one of the semis the other day as well, it just understeers a lot, so I kind of went off the edge of the road, tipped, thankfully I had this nearby. Flick it back up, that wasn't enough though, to ram the front of it to get the bloody thing back on the road. So even at that point, it couldn't even reverse, even though its rear wheels were on the road. Couldn't even pull the front of its own truck up. Yeah, so driving, it was looking alright now. Seemed to get a bit more grip on this section. At first, it just looked like a little light dusting of sand across the road. So I was thinking, shouldn't be too bad. But then this one little patch here, just, yeah, like instantly just wheel spins. It's got nothing. It was it. It just can't do it. So, I don't know why. This was sat in the blue square of my base. I can't remember what I did to get it there. Yeah, again though, thankfully it has a winch. This is like the non-rusty version that I was messing around with at the steel pipes and beam facility. Get towing mode on. I have to say though, it doesn't really listen that well with towing mode. Snow Runner was more fluent like that. It starts driving up now and smashing over concrete blocks. And then an AI comes out of nowhere and nails me. At this point, it's like, sod it. It's a sign. Just get back in this bloody thing. I was going to drag it to the drop-off point with the Kralin thing. Again, I think it's called Carlian, but I don't like that. I'm sticking with Kralin. Yeah, deliver fuel to the desert base. Job's a good one.
There's one nice thing about dealing with these oil moguls. You help them out of it, and now we don't have to worry about fuel for a while. That's what I call a mutually profitable transaction.
Bit of free fuel. Yeah, I was mainly trying to cycle through some of the side missions, because I was guessing I've only got one main mission left. I'm not saying that's like on the whole game, but I reckon after that it'll unlock like, you know, sort of stage 2 of the map complete. So I just wanted to kind of catch up a bit and not end up having like several side missions left over. Yeah, this one, bring the pump to the station on the other side of the river. I was a chance to show you this weird bridge as well, and it spawned some extra logs, because I originally put a 2-slot bridge, but there's like a weird drop-off. Again, look, from like you can see how it has to slope down. So then when I deleted the bridge to make it a 3-slot, it spawned some extra logs for whatever reason. Not really complaining, because I do need to grab them at some point. Logs, I mean, there's enough trees on the map to reasonably get done what you want, but obviously they're not really right next to you in a nice big fat patch, so 4 free logs I'm not going to say no to. I've tried on, I think it was a different part of the bridge, or a different bridge even, deleting a bridge to see if it spawned more logs, but I don't know, it seems a bit random. It's done it to me with a few other bridges, but it's not 100% consistent. Like, I don't know what it is that makes it decide it's going to give you extra logs. Yeah, objective complete, bring the pump.
Good job there. For anyone else, it would be a minor miracle, but for you, it's just something you do before breakfast, right?
I don't want to know what I do before breakfast.
Plenty grateful for your help, and that's what counts.
It surely is. I was looking, I was more distracted, like, it made me want to go fishing. It was looking good. On the shore, see the shallow water. Could imagine some little fishes swimming around. I actually then drove the mule into the water and back out for no apparent reason. Yeah, there's a little look while I'm on one of the AI vehicles. That's the bridge I did. Those like things at the bottom, abutments, buttresses, I don't know what they're called. A word with butt in it. Yeah, they seem pretty narrow. Like, I reckon some of the smaller vehicles could squeeze through it, but there's never really a situation where, like, you could build a road going from, say, left to right under this bridge. Because, yeah, just the frequency of the pillars and the things at the bottom to kind of make the bridge stand up. It does make the bridge look pretty cool, though, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, 39% now. Like I say, I was just more... Today's thing was just really cleaning up, like, the side missions and all the rest of it. 5 side objectives, 12 out of 30. I did notice on this one, though, main objectives, 143 out of 285. So I'm officially halfway now, because double that would be 286. So... yeah, I'm assuming Colonel's got a bloody lot of missions to do. Anyway, yeah, that's about it for today. It's another one in the bag. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Get yourself a loaf because he's a goddamn whopper. And I'll be back soon.